mermaid side bending stuff. I want to go over our stomach series and just remind everybody of what these exercises are and how you can do them in your body. We're just going to do like 5 reps today of each. So the one leg stretch, this whole series, doesn't matter what we're doing, the goals are always the same. Can we stabilize our back, which means hold it still, no movement, our hips, our low back, upper back, wherever we're at, hold it still while our arms and legs do all kinds of fun things, reaching away from us to challenge us, not doing all the movement in our back. So the first one is called one leg stretch. Options for your spine. You can leave your head down on the mat and anchor your back to your mat, or you can lift your head and curl up into the upright curl. Either is fine. You're going to grab onto the right leg and stretch your left leg at an angle where you can keep your back still. If your head is down, that angle might be a little bit higher because it's a little harder to maintain this flat back position versus curled as far as leg position. So just know that. All right, so the exercise is going to be inhale on one leg, and then can we switch legs, exhale on the other, all while keeping our back stable, which really means a lot of core work, right? Inhaling on one and exhale on the other. Now you'll notice when I'm doing this, I'm not just lightly holding my legs. I'm pulling toward me, and at the same time, I'm pushing up with my shin. And when I do that, it always helps me pull my abdominals in a little bit more. So we get this like two-way work and switch. One more on each, or if you're, get your 5 in, switch and switch. And then we'll take a little rest. If your head is up, go ahead and roll the head and neck side to side. All right, double leg stretch is the next of our series. So that was one leg at a time going from our center. This is 2. So I'm going to show Joe's original. There's lots of variations where we can add some arm circles in, but this is kind of Joe's original version of the exercise. So we're in the curl, but of course you can leave your head down. That's always an option. Remember the thing I did where I kind of pushed my legs up and pulled my abdominals in, and I'm getting that connect. We always want to do that. As I inhale, I'm going to take my arms and legs out. Now, how low you go with your legs is how low can you go and not change your back. And then as you exhale, the legs are coming in, but your hips kind of stay nice and anchored. So inhale, definitely you can eventually get to that low reach, but you don't want your back to change as those legs go in and out. Inhale, we reach out. Exhale, we come in. We're going to do 2 more. You're going to get your 5. Always fine with your head down. Note, like with your head down, those legs are probably going to go a lot higher than if you're up in that upright curl. And come back in. Make your arms active. When they go out, think reach, but also kind of squeeze your legs a little bit. And then come back in. And then a little rest moment. All right, next up are our scissors. So I love scissors because of the stretch moment. Stretching the backs of our legs. Same rules, you can leave your head down or you can come up, but wherever you're at, you're kind of locking your torso into place while our arms and legs move. You can reach as high as you can reach without overly lifting those shoulders. Give the leg at this connection moment a press. So I feel like my leg is pushing through my hands. I'm not good at it. And I'm holding on. And then switch. So at that moment, I am getting that my stretch in the back of my leg. If you need to bend your knees on these, that's okay. We're just alternating breath. And the lower the bottom leg goes, the more work it is to keep that curl. So just know that you're always in your range, right? It's fine to keep them up here. It's fine to have them a little bent if you need, but take advantage of the stretch the back of your leg moment. One more, I think. That feels like 5 on each. And then take a little rest and roll head and neck side to side. All right, and then next up is our double leg lower lift, just like it sounds. I'm gonna give you some options on here. Traditionally, we'll have our hands behind the head and be up in the upright curl, but it is always fine to leave your head down. This is a super challenging one because our legs are trying to be straight, which makes them a really long lever. If that feels like too much, bend them a little or bend them a lot for this. Remember your goal, put your back into a position, hold it there. Can we inhale, lower the legs without changing in our back? Exhale to come back in. If this feels like you're only moving 1/4 of an inch, that's okay. It's work, right? We're strengthening our core. When you press out, think about lengthening those legs if they're straight. This is a nice option though. If that straight leg feels too much, do a little bent leg, lower, still super challenge, and come back. And remember, you can also do it with that head down, lower and back, either bent legs or straight legs. Yes. All right, that felt like 5 of those too. All right, the last one of our series is elbow to knee. Elbow to knee is the one where we add rotation in. So if you're doing this, I'm going to show it both ways, but if I want to kind of show it, let's do head down first. And even maybe if you usually come up in your upright curl, it's kind of fun to try this variation. If your head is down and you're doing this rotation, think of like a spine twist. Your hip holds still, but could you rotate as one leg right towards your knee? And then you'll come back to center and you're gonna rotate the other direction. So we get this like spinning of our spine while we reach for the opposite knee. And then all the while the legs are doing like the out and in fanciness. All right, if you're up in the upright curl, it's very similar, but of course we're in the curl. We're spinning our spine toward that leg, and then we spin it the other way as those legs go out, or one leg goes out, the other one comes in, and we twist. So either variation is good, definitely a challenging exercise. We do it at the end because we're all warmed up. And you're gonna shoot for your 5 on each side. We want that energy in your legs, and you can always take your legs a little higher as well. And then we're gonna bring those legs back down. That was it. Those are those 5 exercises.